Welcome to video 7 in a 7-part series on how to thrive as an all-remote business. In this video, we're going to focus on how to best combat stress and loneliness. Let's start with stress. It is so important that your organization doesn't celebrate long working hours. Stress rarely happens all at once. It typically takes you by surprise, coming to a head after weeks or months of overworking. You'll recognize it because you'll feel like you're constantly tired. You no longer enjoy things. You fly off the handle with colleagues. You stop being a nice person to be around in a family setting. Fortunately, there are a few simple things you can do to relieve stress as a remote worker, and I'd like to share with you 3 of my own coping mechanisms that I've picked up over the years as a home-based worker. Find a trigger that will act as a hard stop for your workday. I always finish at 5:30 because my wife likes to eat her evening meal early. So I'm programmed to finish at that time. So 5:30, I have a simple ritual of turning off my computer and physically shutting the door. This is a helpful reminder to me that I've left the office for the day. Next, turn off notification updates for Teams and Outlook when you're away from work. You'll feel a bit of a rebel to begin with, but the sense of freedom is great. Go on, be a devil and try it. Finally, book a half-day break to lower your stress. Have a facial, get your hair done, go for that extra long cycle you keep promising yourself, and don't waste it on household chores. Let's change topics and talk about loneliness. Loneliness can prove especially problematic for older workers since many are empty nesters or living alone. Here are 2 ways I combat my loneliness. Number 1, get a bit weird when you're out. When I'm out doing my 10k steps, I purposefully say hi to the more friendly looking people I pass. I stop to find out the name of the new puppy being walked. Anything to have those micro moments of human interaction. This weirdness comes easy to me because I'm Welsh. But go on, try it yourself, see how it works out. You might get some fun. Number 2, change where you work periodically. Remote work doesn't always mean you have to work from home. Outside the restrictions of COVID, I occasionally work from my local library, and more recently I've started visiting a local café that has, a result of COVID, flipped its space into a WeWork style setup, which gives me a break from working at home and makes me feel better seeing other like-minded people around me.